I was excited when Luckyscent invited me to check out the newest line that they have in the shop here at Scent Bar, which is L'Antichambre. It is a company from Brussels, which is in Belgium, if you consult your globe. And in fact, the only other place that you can find it, apart from Brussels, is right here at Luckyscent Scent Bar. And I was excited to check it out because it's a beautiful line, and I wouldn't have come across it otherwise. And the thing that's great about it is that it's inspired by the idea of recreating vintage perfumes. But in no way, shape, or form do these smell like vintage perfumes. In fact, they smell like a contemporary take on luxury and opulence. They're not over-egged, over-goosed, ooky gooky gloopy. They're actually quite sheer, light, and transparent, but not in a stark, minimal way. The range goes right across from orientals to kind of more butch, masculine aromatics, and then does a little dainty tiptoe into the gourmand. So I wanted to talk about some of my favorites from the line, starting with this one, Le Poivre Rose. And it's a peppery rose, as you might pick up from the actual title. And I've sprayed it right here. And the thing that's wonderful about this, it's a crisp masculine rose. And when you hear masculine rose, usually that means there's geranium involved. Geranium has a very rosy / lemony odor profile. And there's cedar in there. There, of course, is the black pepper. And the thing about pepper is that it often has a little underside, a little underbelly of fruitiness. And it's butched up, Le Poivre Rose is butched up with a little bit of incense. I find it very clear, very beguiling. It really rings my chimes. Ding, clear as a bell. Another perfume I love from this line is, this is a great one, Le Speculoos. What does Le Speculoos smell like? Speculoos. Got it in one. And this is a charming idea because anyone who knows anything about dessert knows that those delicious Belgian waffles are smeared with gloopy, bloppy, delicious speculoos, which is crumbled up brown sugary cookies. It's just from heaven. And I think this perfume is from heaven as well. When you first smell it, it definitely smells like the cookies. It has this kind of toasted, almondy, coconutty smell. There's some sandalwood in there that gives it that bready feel. And the longer that it's on your skin, the more it starts to smell a little bit like baked bread, almost like a sweet brioche. Very delicious. Another L'Antichambre that piqued my nostrils' interest is this little number here, Le Message Oublié, the forgotten message. This one, I gave a quick spritz here, and immediately upon smelling it, I thought this thing is so opulent but dry and restrained. It's rich, but it's not overwhelming and domineering. And for some reason, the phrase petrified birthday cake for astronauts popped into my head. I don't know, there's just something quite compressed and space age about it, and also celebratory, hence the birthday cake, and it's sweet and rich. If you want to break it down by the accords, there's suede in there, there's vetiver in there, it's got that, there's leather in there, and then as it develops on the skin, it opens up into a little bit of birch tar smokiness, there's incense, and pine resin. So this is a very thick, I would say skews towards the masculine kind of fragrance, and I think it's probably one of my two favorites from the line. I really love it, and I would love to smell this on a man. Maybe you could be that man. One of the things I love about this line is that the fragrances are absolutely shared, unisex, they can go either way, but they do skew towards kind of masculine profiles with those, the woods and the resins and the aromatics, but they're not trying too hard to be, too overtly like, hi, I'm a guy, I'm Rambo, I'm gonna wear this big smell that's gonna push you over. They're very nuanced. Another one of my top picks from L'Antichambre is this one, Le Voyageur Indiscret. This one is especially intriguing to me because when I first smelled it, I thought it smells like a cross between green trees, being outside, and electricity. Like there's something aromatic about it, but also, I don't know, energizing, but in a man-made sort of way, that electrical way. I first smell fennel when it goes on, even though the listed notes include lavender. So, but to me it has a kind of fennel licoriceiness, and then it opens up into milky sandalwood. There's nutmeg in there, and but it's very outdoorsy. It's very fresh, but not in an antiseptic fresh way. I think it just smells like you're alive and you're awake and you're open for any kind of sensation that's out there. And my final pick from this line is this one, which is called The Devil's Smile, Le Sourire du Diable. And this little number is, I would describe it as faded oriental. It has this quality of already smelling lived in, even as soon as you spray it on your skin. And I'm very attracted to that because I find that very sensual. You know, there's no break-in period. It's like sliding on a pair of jeans that's already been well loved and worn in and just faded to perfection. And that's what the Devil's Smile does. It's amber. There's a little hint of sweatiness in there, courtesy of the cumin, and it smells like it's been living on a man's clean skin for a little while, and I just find that irresistible. I mean, I'd go on a date with myself if I were wearing it. So come into Scent Bar, check it out online, L'Antichambre. It's a wonderful line filled with surprises, and I think you're going to be delightfully stimulated.